A lot of men struggle with their lower backs. They struggle with tightness, stiffness, pain. They struggle in the morning sometimes to put their socks on, and that can be from professional athletes to men in their 50s and 60s. This should be an accessible but very effective short sequence for most men to use. Start on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Bring your attention to your right hip. Slide it towards the right foot. Then bring your attention to your left hip and slide it towards the left foot. Now keep doing that side to side. Right hip forwards, then left hip forwards. And you'll feel a swaying motion with your pelvis. So I want you to do that for maybe another 15 seconds or so. Okay? Try not to have the feet too close to the bum. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a very easy hamstring stretch. Take the right leg up. Some of you won't be able to get the leg fully straight. Don't worry about that. Hold the back of the right thigh and then just begin to bend your elbows. And then as you hug that leg towards you, press forwards with the leg into the hands. As you do that, take 2 or 3 steady breaths. Good, slowly release that. Left leg up, doesn't have to be straight. Left thigh, hold the back of it. Take those hamstrings to a good maybe 70-80% stretch. Bend the elbows, resist with the leg, press forwards with the hands. So you've got pulling back through the arms, you've got a pushing forward through the legs. Those hamstrings are stretched, but they're engaging. Good, slowly release that. Lie on your front. Come into Sphinx pose, so elbows under shoulders. Palms of the hands facing down, tops of feet to the floor. Press the forearms down, pull the chest forwards and up. Good, stay there 2 or 3 breaths. Kind of breathe into the chest. Release that. Lie on your front fully and bring the hands to the sides of the head. When you're ready, press your feet a little bit into the floor. Lift the head and chest, lift the arms. You should immediately feel your lower back working. Stay there for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that down. Re-lift the head, chest and arms, but don't go as high this time, but lift the legs a bit. Lift the feet. Good, for 3, 2, 1. Release that down. Come into tabletop pose, so hands and knees. But rather than having the palms face fully down, just go onto the fingertips. So you elevate the hands, you elevate that torso up. Bring your attention to your pelvic floor, pull it forwards and up towards your belly button, then back and up towards your coccyx, your tailbone. Forwards and up towards the belly button, back and up towards the tailbone. Do that several times. You'll find a breathing strategy that works for you, but ideally breathe out, pull the pelvic floor forwards and up. Breathe in, pelvic floor back and up. And you can come back and you can do this session several times. Good. From there, back into Sphinx, so elbows under shoulders. This time, don't take the head and chest fully up like you did before. Split the elbows a little bit wider and bring the hands in. Drop the head and chest a little bit. As you did on your back, bring your attention to the front of your hips. Press the right hip into the floor, then press the left hip into the floor. Right hip down, left hip down. And keep doing that alternating hip by hip into the floor. Good, get that sway motion again. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Back into tabletop. Step the right foot forwards between the hands, and you might need to lift your hands onto something to get your right foot forwards. And then lift the head and chest. Now bring your hips forwards and down. Keep your right hand on top of your right knee. Left arm forwards and up to the ceiling. Then reach across to the right with that top arm. So you feel a side bend through your spine, through your torso to the right. Press the back foot fully down into the floor. Good, so you're just lengthening that left psoas muscle. One of your lower back stabilizers, as well as one of your hip flexors. Good. And then release that. However you do it, step forward, step back, switch sides. Left foot forwards, hips forwards and down, so maybe that front foot is forwards. Left hand on top of the left knee, right arm up, reach across to the left. Back foot presses firmly down to the floor. Keep that couple of breaths. Good, release that. Lie onto your backs. Last couple. Knees bent, feet flat. Feet forwards of the line of the knees, legs as wide as your pelvis, if not slightly wider. Bring your attention to the front of your hips again. Pull them up towards your belly. Lift your bum up off the floor. Reach your arms up and back behind you. Hands are probably on the floor. Bum is lifting up and pushing forwards. Lower belly's drawing down and in. Keep that for 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way out. From there, legs together. Right thigh on top of the left thigh. Wiggle the bum to the right. Drop the legs somewhat over to the left. They probably won't touch the floor. Right arm, stretch it out to the right. Turn the head slightly right of center. Left hand cups the outside of the right leg. Pause there, 3 or 4 breaths. If you have more time, I would stay in the twist longer. Good, another moment there. Now with that left hand, you can help lift the legs back to center. Undo the legs, wiggle the bum to the middle, bring the legs together. Left thigh is on top, there's no space between the upper legs. Wiggle the bum to left, legs drop to right, left arm reach out to the left, maybe turn the head slightly left to center, right hand is just cupping those legs. Good, and again, 3 or 4 breaths, slow your breathing down. Good. Right hand helps lift the legs back up. Release that. Finish the session there.